Hey everyone, welcome to this Vinyasa practice. Today's practice, you may like to have a block. It is optional, you don't have to have it, but if you've got one, nice to have nearby. If you've got two, grab two. If you've just got one, one will do the job. Bring it about halfway down your mat just so we've got access when we turn around. Bolster, completely optional. This is literally just for the beginning of class. So I just want you to come to a comfortable seat to begin with. So I like to sit kneeling with the support of a bolster underneath me, but you can absolutely come to cross-legged or just regular kneeling if that feels good for you. No biggie as long as you're sitting up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, let your hands rest down in your lap or on your legs. Take a nice big breath in as you fill all the way up. And a big exaggerated sigh out. Let all the muscles in your face relax. You might close your eyes or you might just soften your gaze to something that's not moving out in front of you. Again, a nice big breath in and out. One more just like that, big breath in and out. Allowing your body to be nice and comfortable, to feel strong and supported and steady, but also a little bit easeful, a little bit relaxed. Working with the one of the yoga sutras, sthira sukham asanam, translates to posture should be steady and comfortable. Or another way we can look at that is finding the balance between effort and ease. So effort, sthira, and ease, sukha. So this can come into play in so many ways, both on and off the mat. But focusing a little more on the mat for this on the mat practice. Thinking about the way we can find a steady balance between effort and ease, both in stillness, like now, and in movement as well. Noting where we could put in a little more effort if we feel we've got a little more energy, a little more space to give, to dig a little deeper, to hold a little longer, to try something new, to get out of our comfort zone. But not pushing so far that it is all effort. Can we then bring in a little more ease into our practice, ease into a posture? Equally so, we don't want so much ease that we have no effort whatsoever, that we're kind of floppy and I don't like the word lazy, but not paying attention, kind of just doing what we know, checking out physically and mentally, becoming less aware. Can we find that really nice balance? And it is a little bit of push and pull or give and take. We're always a little more of one, a little less of the other, but just kind of riding that wave and finding some sort of balance. Can you take a few more breaths right here, finding that balance here in your seated posture? The effort to feel strong and supported. The ease to find a little more rest and relaxation here. Beautiful. Softly blink open your eyes. We're staying in this seat and reaching arms up. Now let your elbows bend a little bit here. So we don't want straight arms. We want to relax the shoulders a little, relax the elbows. And we're going to start to make some movements with the arms and the upper body, but keeping lower body nice and stable. So creating these little circles as you kind of round forward and back. Trying to keep sort of your upper arms in line with your ears or roundabout. Just going in the one direction here as we start to free up a little bit of space around your rib cage, your upper back, your mid back. Circles can be small here and subtle, or they can be a little bit bigger, more exaggerated if that feels good. Keep that softness through your elbows. So again, we've got this steadiness here as we try to keep our lower body nice and stable, but a little bit of ease so we're not locking out the arms or the upper body. Let's go in the other direction as well. Taking note of how this feels, if there's any tightness, any niggles or tension anywhere as you move, any little cracks or clicks. Circles can be small or bigger. Take a few more. And then come back up through center, reach up. Release your arms down by your side. Hands can rest again in your lap or by your side, and we'll just take a few little neck rolls. So turning to look over towards your right shoulder, and then dropping chin down towards your chest as you roll around to left shoulder. Beautiful. And just doing these little semicircles from side to side. And then bring your head back to center. We'll slowly make our way into a tabletop. I'm going to slide that bolster out of the way. Beautiful. And coming onto hands and knees. Sorry, I'm a little lost today. I don't know which way I'm facing. I'm going to face this way. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to step the right leg out wide. So planting your heel down about in line with your hips. So you're in this kind of half gate pose, or gate pose rather. So you can be on the sole of your foot here, or you can be on the inner edge of your foot if that feels more comfortable for your ankle, whatever feels better here. We're going to take some gentle cat-cow movements, but rocking a little here as well. So as you inhale, belly drops down, lift your tailbone, lift your heart, and rock forwards. You're rocking just over your wrists. Now, if this doesn't feel good for your wrists, you can stay static, absolutely. As you exhale, let's press the mat away, round through your back, and drop your hips back towards your left heel. Now, it doesn't have to come all the way. We're just kind of rocking back a little. Come forward on your inhale, belly down. Round your back, press back on your exhale. Beautiful. And take a few more of these with your breath, nice and slow. Two more. And last one forward. Rounding back. Come back up through center. Left arm lifts, big breath in. And exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Come to rest on the back of your left shoulder, left ear to the mat. Take any variation here with your right arm. You might keep the hand where it is or just drop the forearm, or maybe you take a half bind as you wrap that right arm around behind your back. Maybe even hooking onto your left thigh. Take a couple of full breaths. And then right hand comes back down to the mat if it's not already there. Releasing off that left shoulder, reach the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. And then left hand comes down to the mat. Right knee comes back to the mat. Left leg steps out wide. Plant the foot down. And again, that little, so it can be on the inner edge of the foot or on the sole. Again, that rocking back and forwards if it feels okay for your wrists. Forward on your inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, your heart, your cow pose. Exhale as you round, rocking hip back towards the heels. And you can keep this nice and active, so nice strong through your upper body. Inhale as you come forward. And exhale as you come back. 3 more with your breath. Forward on your inhale, no rush. Back on your exhale. Forward. Syncing the movement up with your breath. Back. 1 more time. And back. Come back through center. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. Thread the right arm underneath the left. Coming into your gate twist. Left hand might stay where it is, or maybe you take that half bind. Maybe hooking fingers onto right thigh or just resting the back of the hand on your low back. Peeling open a little more through your right shoulder here. Take a couple more breaths. Release your left hand down to the mat. Release that right arm, reach it up towards the ceiling. And then right hand comes down to the mat, left knee to the mat. Stepping to your tabletop. Let's spread fingers out nice and wide here, connecting the fingertips, the knuckles, the palm of the hand, the heel of the hand with the mat. Tuck your toes, lift up into your first downward facing dog. So you might keep a nice big bend in your knees here to begin with as you press your belly back towards your thighs, create this nice long spine, a little nod or shake of your head, and then maybe a pedal out of your heels if that feels good. Nice big stretch into one leg and then the other. Any little movements that feel good. We'll take a few more breaths before we find stillness. Feeling into your down dog today. And again, finding that balance between effort and ease here. So down dog is not an easy posture for a lot of people, but maybe you can make it a little more effortless or a little more easeful rather. If having your heels down and your legs straight does not feel nice, bend your knees a little, press your belly towards your thighs so heels are lifted. Let your head be nice and heavy. Let your gaze relax somewhere between your feet or your knees. And always, always remember, if down dog just does not feel nice for you today or any day, you can drop your knees down, take a tabletop as an alternative anytime you like. Let's take another 2 breaths. And then slowly start to walk your hands back to find your feet at the back of your mat. Soft knees here. Ground through your feet. Sweep your arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers, reach your arms up towards the ceiling as you bow your head a little more. Take as much of a bend into your knees as you need so you can drop belly towards your thighs. And then release your hands, fingertips down to the mat. We're going to inhale, rise all the way up, reach up nice and strong. Palms might touch overhead. As you exhale, bend your elbows out wide, cactus arms, lift your heart. Inhale, reach up again. And exhale, fold. Take a halfway lift, hands to your shins, long spine. Exhale, release, hands to mat. Walk your hands forward, past your downward facing dog, all the way into your high plank so your shoulders are over your wrists. You're very welcome to drop your knees straight away for a little more support, but we'll take a nice big breath in. Exhale, we're coming all the way down to the mat. Option to drop your knees or come down with control. All the way, beautiful. Untuck your toes, hands come out wide, fingertips to mat, elbows lifted. Inhale, press through your fingers, lift your heart. Wide cobra. Exhale to lower. Do that 2 more times with your breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And again. And lower. Hands underneath shoulders. Tuck your toes as you make your way back to down dog, maybe via your knees or coming straight up. Take a nice big breath in and complete exhale. Walk your hands back again to find your feet. Grounded through feet, sweep your arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers, reaching the arms up. Doesn't matter how far away from your body they come. Bow forward a little more. Releasing your hands down to the mat, soft knees, but inhale with strength. We rise all the way up. Palms might connect at the top. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Big inhale here, lift your heart, arms move back. Reach up and fold. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, release, walk your way forward into a high plank. Knees on or off the mat, take a big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, knees on or off the mat. You might come all the way down as before, or maybe you just lower to a low plank. Inhale for 1 cobra or upward facing dog, your choice, lifting your heart. We'll exhale, make our way back to down dog. Take another couple of breaths whilst I secure my hair. My apologies. And then slowly start to walk your feet forward this time. Little baby steps to find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Soft knees as you bow forward, top of your head heavy. Bring your feet about hip width apart, so we don't want the feet together here. Feet grounded underneath your hips. Fingertips to the ground here. Let's take a big bend into your knees. Drop your hips nice and low as you reach your arms forward for a chair pose. Exhale here, sit a little lower. Press through your feet, strong legs as you inhale, rise all the way up. Right arm circles all the way back as you twist to the right hand side with your upper body. As you exhale, arm comes back and you sit down, chair. Inhale, rise up, left arm sweeps back, twisting open arms to left. Exhale, sit back down into your chair. Again, inhale, rise, open to the right. Exhale, chair, Utkatasana. Inhale, rise, open to the left. And exhale, sitting down. 1 more time, each side. Inhale, rise, open to the right. Exhale, sit low. Inhale, rise, open to the left. Exhale, sit down, chair. Staying here. Sweep your arms back, steady your gaze to something not moving out in front of you. Weight comes into your right leg as you lift your left heel, and we'll step the left leg back. Ground the heel on about a 45-degree angle. Keep reaching your arms back, shoulders move away from your ears. Nice and strong and steady. through your legs, through your upper body. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, find a little more ease here. Inhale, sweep your arms up, lift your upper body, rising up into a warrior one, but straight away we'll start to straighten the front leg. Lift up and lengthen your front body. Exhale as we fold forward into a pyramid pose. Keeping the front leg straight, you can sweep your arms back here. You might even bring hands to hips. We're drawing right hip back, left hip forward. Little bend in the front knee so it's not locked out. Can you find a little more length in your spine? Top of your head reaches forward. Again, we've got effort here. But can you find a little more ease? Inhale, bend your knee, reach your arms up, come back into warrior one, and we open to warrior two. So widen your stance, reach your arms out, sinking a little more into your front knee. Flip your front palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle, straightening your front leg as you sweep back. Beautiful, take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend back into your knee, windmill your right forearm to rest on the thigh. And left arm over your head, extended side angle, peeling your body open here to the left side of your mat. Options here, you can stay with the forearm on the thigh. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you might bring right fingertips to the mat or maybe to your block. Keep reaching left arm over your head, and if it doesn't feel good on your shoulder, left hand can come to left hip. Find if you need a little more easing here, finding that within your body. One more breath. Can you turn your back toes out a little bit wider towards the back corner? Shifting to Skandasana as you straighten your front leg and you bend your back knee, hands together as you peel right toes back towards you. Beautiful. Option here to have hands to your mat or even to your block. Take a nice big breath in and exhale. You're going to turn around to the back of the mat, bring your hands to frame that left foot as you swivel around. Bring your back knee down. Plant your right hand, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. And you might stay here, or you might roll onto the outer edge of your left foot if you want to come a little deeper into your hip and reach that left arm back, letting the knee come out wide. You can stay here, or you can bend your back knee, drawing the foot in towards you. Maybe you grab your foot if it's within reach, and if not, just keep drawing it in and reaching back. One more full breath. Gently release your foot. Both hands to the inside of your front leg, planting the foot and walk the foot out a little bit wider, toes out wide, heel in. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step your right foot out nice and wide as you sit down low into your malasana or your yogi squat. Take a moment here, maybe a little wiggle or shifting weight from side to side. And then both hands to the mat. Slowly start to lift your hips up, heel toe your feet in, underneath your hips. Sweep your arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers. Reaching the arms up as you bow forward, resting belly towards your thighs. So nice big bend in your knees, top of your head heavy. Take a big breath in. Exhale to release. Release your hands. Let's reach all the way up, rise up. Big breath in, hands touch overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows out wide, cactus arms. Inhale, arms reach back, lift your heart. Arms reach up and fold forward. Hands to the mat as you step back into your plank. Welcome to go straight into your down dog here or kneeling, or you can move through your vinyasa, knees on or off the mat, lowering down with control. Find your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. and meet back in down dog. So maybe if you feel like this practice is a lot more effort than ease, you might skip out on some of those vinyasas and go straight to your down dog or straight to your tabletop. A lot of it is listening to the cues of your body, what it needs, when it needs a little push and when it needs a little pulling back. Can we slowly walk the feet forward? Coming to a forward fold at, I guess, the back of our mat now. Feet are hip width apart. Hands to the mat as you fold forward. Can you take a big bend into your knees, dropping your hips low as you sweep your arms forward into Utkatasana, chair pose. And then sit a little lower on your exhale. Inhale, rise up, right arm circles back, twisting to the right. Exhale as you release and sit down. Inhale, rise, left arm circles back. Exhale, Utkatasana, sitting down. Inhale, rise, right arm back. Exhale, sit, chair pose. Let it become a nice rhythm for you. Inhale, rise, left arm back. And exhale, sit. One more each side with your breath, moving slowly, steadily, and with ease. And again, reach up, left arm back. Sit back down, Utkatasana. Take a full breath. Arms sweep back, steady gaze ahead. Weight into your left leg as you lift your right heel, stepping back. Either one big step or one little step and then another. Grounding your heel, arrowhead drawing back. Nice and strong. And then sweep your arms forward, rise up, straightening your front leg as you go. Reach up, big breath in. Pyramid pose as you exhale, sweeping forward, reaching your arms back. So very similar, almost exactly the same with the upper body as when we were in our arrowhead, but this time front leg working towards straight. Nice long spine. Feel your body working. Bend your front knee as you rise up, warrior one. Open wide into warrior two. Flip your front palm, inhale. Exhale, reverse triangle as you straighten that front leg and sweep back. One big breath in here. As you exhale, bend your front knee, left forearm to thigh. Right arm reaches overhead for your side angle pose. Option to stay here, or you can modify it. Maybe you make it a little stronger, left fingertips to mat. Maybe a little more supported, or halfway with your block under your hand. Many, many options here. Peel open through the chest. Find a little more ease amongst the effort. For one last breath. Turn your back toes out wide. We rise up, straightening that front leg. Bend into your right knee, Skandasana. Hands together, maybe before your heart, or maybe hands to your block. So our props are here to support us as well, to find a little more ease and a little more steadiness in our practice. Let's bring both hands to frame that right foot as you swivel around, facing back towards the front. Back knee down, untuck your toes. Left hand down as the right arm reaches up. Maybe staying here, or maybe rolling onto the outer edge of that right foot. Let the knee come out wide as you reach back. And then option to bend that back knee, drawing the foot in. Maybe you grab the foot if you can reach it, and if you can't, don't worry, just keep reaching back and drawing the foot in for one last breath. Gently release the back foot. Both hands come down on the inside of your foot as you walk your right foot out wide. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, stepping forward into your yogi squat. Maybe a shift of weight, a little side to side here. And then slowly starting to lift your hips up, heel toe your feet in. Sweep your arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers as you reach your arms up, bowing forward a little more, supporting your upper body with your legs, soft knees. Steadiness, strength, support through your legs, and then a little more ease through your upper body as they drape over. Release your hands, fingertips to the mat. Little bend into your knees as you inhale, rise up with strength all the way up, reach up, palms connect. And then bend your elbows, bring them out wide, cactus arms. Draw the arms back, lift your heart, big breath in. And then reach your arms up, exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat as you step back into your plank pose. Remember your option to skip your vinyasa here. We'll take a big breath in as you exhale, knees on or off the mat. Chaturanga as you lower down. Inhale, cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale back to down dog for a couple of breaths. Roll forward into your plank pose. We're coming all the way down to the mat, knees on or off, your choice as you come down. Moving any blocks or props out of the way. Right arm reaches out wide, palm pressing down or facing down. Left hand under your left shoulder. You're going to roll over onto the front of your right shoulder. So rolling onto your right side. Nice and slow, we take it, rest your head down. You might step your left foot over your right leg for a beautiful shoulder stretch. Taking it nice and slow as you feel into your shoulder. And you might keep left hand on the mat to keep yourself steady. To find a little more support. If you're feeling comfortable here, you might take a half bind with that left arm. And like in our yin practice, we're kind of playing with our edge, finding that balance between effort and ease. That balance between pushing ourselves too much or too little. You slowly roll back onto your front, left hand to support you as you do. And we'll take that to the other side. Left hand out wide this time, right hand underneath your right shoulder. Rolling over onto left side, take it nice and slow. Right foot might step over the left leg. Option for that half bind if it feels good. Always know that you don't have to mirror exactly what you did on the other side. Please take this side as its own, because often it's going to feel a little bit different. Beautiful. Slowly ease yourself back onto your front. Arms down alongside your body as you turn your head to one side. Let your shoulders be heavy. Take a few breaths. Lift your head up. We're going to roll over onto your back. Keep your head facing the same way. Just rolling right onto your back. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. About hip width apart or thereabouts. Toes pointing away from you, arms down alongside your body. Palms pressing down. So we're planting down through hands and feet here. We'll take a few little bridge rolls. So as you inhale, lift your hips up, peeling your spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae, using your full inhale, hips lifting toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, come down in reverse, melting your spine down little by little. Hips come down, very last at the bottom of your exhale. Take a few of these, syncing the movement up with your breath as you relax your gaze or close your eyes, inhaling to lift your hips and exhaling as you lower. Slowing everything down. The next time your hips are lifted, we'll keep them up. You can stay where you are with your arms, or you can interlace your hands underneath your bum, and maybe you kind of wiggle and wedge your upper arms underneath you a little bit more to find a bit more height. Keeping pinky fingers on the mat, keeping your soles of your feet grounded. Keep lifting through the front of the hips, glutes engaged. 3 breaths here. And then gently release your hands if they're interlaced underneath you. Slowly coming off your upper arms as you melt the spine all the way back down. Bring your feet out nice and wide. Rock your knees a little side to side. Letting your knees be heavy. Might rock just a little, or they might drop all the way. It doesn't matter. Just finding a little bit of release for your hips and for your low back. Beautiful. Come back through center. Can you shuffle your hips a little over to the right side of your mat? Draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg out long. And then with your left hand, you'll take the right knee across your body, finding a nice big twist, reaching your right arm out wide, or maybe bend to the elbow. That knee does not have to come all the way to the mat. Just finding a beautiful twist from your right shoulder to your right knee. One more big breath in and out. Gently release as you come back through center. We'll shuffle hips over towards the left side of the mat first. And then left knee comes in towards the chest, right leg extended. With your right hand, you'll take the left knee across your body, so twisting the opposite way. And you might look over left shoulder, left arm extended. And for a few nice full breaths. Beautiful. Slowly release as you come back onto your back. Bring your hips back to center. Bring both knees into your chest as you give yourself one last big hug and squeeze here. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And you're very welcome to pause the video here, pop on a guided shavasana or a song or a timer. But if you would like to come out with me, we'll meet back in a seat. So if you are taking a Shavasana, please take as long as you like, at least a couple of minutes. But it might just be a couple of minutes, so it might be 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is that you need. If you're coming out with me, hands together before the heart, bow your head gently. A moment of gratitude for your body, for all that it does for you, for the way that it moves, for the way that it protects you, the way that it heals. The way that it simply exists without you having to do anything. Your breath, your blood pumping, it all happens, your heart pumping, all happens without you having to think about it. So a big, big thank you to your body. And a thank you to this practice that we shared. Thank you for letting me guide you. I hope that you're feeling good. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you.